Chattanooga, Tennessee, Scenic City. Welcome to the Scenic City Spotlight with Gary Thurman. Each week, we're going to be bringing you some great interviews from business owners, athletes, musicians, political figures right here in the Tennessee Valley. If you're interested, give me a call, 423-710-9199. Again, that's 423-710-9199. What's up, Tennessee Valley? Gary Thurman, Scenic City Spotlight. I hope you guys are having an amazing week. I know you're going to have a great weekend coming up soon. Hey, I am here with my good friend, Thomas Holly with Hollywood Doors. I'm assuming Hollywood Doors kind of blended. How'd you come up with the name, Thomas?
We came up with a name. My biker buddies call me Hollywood, so that's just kind of where it went from there.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. So again, Gary Thurman, we're here in the GIA studios this morning, Scenic City Spotlight. So I wanted to bring Thomas on because Thomas has done some great work for Rhonda and I know a lot of other people here in the Chattanooga area especially have been using him. So, you know, Thomas, tell me, what do you like most about what you do? Because I think it's such a unique service to the Tennessee Valley.
Well, what I enjoy about it more, I'm working with my hands. I'm meeting people and providing a service, a desperately needed service to the area. And, we can come in and give your home a facelift that really, you saw when we did your house, the difference the new doors made in your home.
Yeah.
So, we add value to the community and to your home as well.
So I think you might have just answered my second question about, what makes you most proud of what you do. I mean, you're bringing value to people.
Right.
You're bringing upgrades to their home.
Right. We're able to come in and take an old dilapidated door that you've been angry with and not like the looks of for years and upgrade you to something that's nice, adds value to your home, becomes a focal point of the home with front facing garages. That means a whole lot to people who are trying to, sell their home and
Absolutely.
and add some value to their home before they sell.
Yeah, I like that. So let me ask you this. If you were not doing this job, if you were not helping people with their garage doors, what would you be doing?
Uh Gosh, well, my I was a welder and fabricator by trade for decades and got into the garage door industry as a side gig. I'd probably end up going back to the machine shops and doing that because, I'm the type of guy, if I'm not doing something with my hands, I'm kind of sitting here doing this or
Yeah.
fidgety, not wanting to sit still type of guy.
Well, I know you have a great team around you. How many people are actually involved at Hollywood Doors now?
Well, it's me, my wife, and I have Jeremy and Daniel. They're my installers.
And they do a wonderful job.
Oh gosh, Jeremy's been with me going on 8 or almost 9 years now, and Daniel's been with us almost a year. We would not be where we're at today without them. They are key to our business. I give them the jobs, they go out and do them, and I don't have to worry about it. I can focus on networking, marketing,
Right.
sales, and I'll pick up some of the service work too while I'm out doing all this, kinda help lighten their load.
You know what I love? I love you and I both are part of several networks, business networks here in Chattanooga. And,
Yeah.
every time I see somebody come up and say, I need help on my garage doors, of course, I go and post your name immediately. But when I go down that list, I've seen your name posted 10, 15, 20 times. That says a lot about your reputation.
Well, I've been in this business as a side gig. I started this thing 20 plus years ago as a side hustle. I mean, it was a Craigslist ad back in the days of dial-up internet, MySpace,
Right, right.
whenever I started this thing, and it just kinda ballooned over the years till, a few years ago when me and my wife now were dating, she kinda pushed me to start this business.
That and you just about to ask question. Who inspired you to open Hollywood Doors?
Well, it was her, and I'm probably gonna catch some flack from this because she don't like to be put in the spotlight. She's the introvert, I'm more the extrovert of the relationship, but, if it wasn't for her, I'd probably still be doing it as a side gig
Right.
and working in the machine shop.
So would you say she's the most influential person in your life, or do you have anybody else?
Uh, well, she's helped grow the business. The most influential person in my life would probably be my dad,
Nice.
you know, uh He was a hardworking blue collar guy. Grew up dirt floor poor in Middle Tennessee. World War II vet. You know,
Yeah.
taught me to, honest day's work for an honest day's pay. The old school stuff, and actually, instill the family values in there. And he was, just, an all around great guy. He started small, working for the phone company as a lineman, worked his way up to a PBX technician and installer. And then toward the end of his career, he was actually the president of the Communication Workers Association union here in Chattanooga.
Good for him.
So
That's good inspiration right there.
yeah,
I love it. So you talked about your past and how you got into this as a side gig, but who taught you these skills? Because I mean, it's something I could never do. But what inspired you to learn the skill of making sure these folks in Chattanooga have these wonderful garage doors?
well, I come off the road. I was welder fabricator working shutdowns, and I came off the road and took a job for Gladden Equipment here in Chattanooga, just kind of fill the void between shutdowns, and I actually enjoyed doing the work. They're a big commercial. At the time, they were one of the larger commercial door companies here in Chattanooga, and we did commercial work.
Nice.
And so Jerry Gladden and Bob, his father, ran the company. And then I had Eddie and Vinny and Mike were the ones that kind of took me under their wings and taught me the trade. And if it wasn't for them, and if you're out there listening, guys, thanks, I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
They're, and I'm still in touch with them. I farm out some of my bigger commercial jobs to them.
Right. That's funny, Thomas, because I talk about all the time on my TV show, my radio show. Tom McDermott's my inspiration. He really taught me this business, but I've worked with other great advisors over the years.
Yeah.
And you learn something from everybody, and you got to be humble.
Oh yeah.
And that's exactly what it sounds like. You were humble and said, "Guys, teach me this." And then
I knew nothing about garage doors.
but now look at you.
Yeah.
I love that. So let me ask you this, and I'm going to give a testimonial after you answer this question. But someone uses Hollywood doors, and they go up to do a Google review, or they go out to all their friends and family, or whatever the case may be. What is it that you want those people to say?
That I had a great experience dealing with them. That they knew what they were doing. They provided me with a quality product at an affordable price, and I would use them again tomorrow.
Yeah. Ain't that awesome?
Yes.
So my testimonial is this. I did not know Thomas. Actually, I saw him listed several times on some network pages that I follow. And Rhonda and I, our garage doors were old and heavy
Oh, yeah.
because they had built these panels onto them. But when Thomas came out, what I liked about it was you were honest with me.
Yeah.
Like you're like, Gary, this is not a patch job. This is not a quick job. We need new doors. And you didn't try to sell me on that, but you educated me on why. And then another thing that I'm going to be really bragging you about is you guys come out for a service call and you noticed something that needed to be repaired. And you came to me and said, "Hey, Gary, here's what's going on. We'll get to it." I mean,
Yeah.
customer service is a big deal to me. And I think you guys got that down. I know that's important to you too.
Well, it is. I mean, that's what gets us. We're one of the few 5-star Google rated garage door companies in Chattanooga. We customer service is my key. If when I told my wife when we started this business, when the phone rings, answer it. I don't care if it's 2 in the afternoon or 2 in the morning.
That's right.
I've gotten up and helped nurses make a midnight shift because the spring broke and they couldn't get out of the garage. I've had a church organist call me at 7 o'clock on a Sunday morning. I can't get out of my garage, and I got to play for the service this morning. We're on the way.
You're on the way. That's awesome. You can't beat that. That's customer service of the old days, as I call it.
Yeah.
Now so many people depend on, automated services to have a conversation with you. I love what you said to your wife. We got to answer the phone.
Right.
I feel the same way.
I want to treat my customers the way I want to be treated.
And that's perfect.
I
love it.
If I've got an issue, if my customer's got an issue, then I've got an issue.
That's right.
And we need to get out there and take care of it.
I love it. So again, we're coming to you from the GIA studio. So with that, I always end with a financial question. And Thomas, my question to you is, what is the best piece of financial advice you've ever been given?
Uh, I I was never really financially fluent growing up. I mean, I lived paycheck to paycheck. Mom and my parents did too. So I mean, honestly, we weren't financially savvy. Uh, I've taken this one as avoid debt if you can. Live within your means, make out a budget and live below your budget. Because 25 years ago, I had an industrial accident. I left a ladder and was on work comp for over 6 months.
So,
That broke us. It wiped out our savings. We almost lost everything. I ended up having to file bankruptcy.
right.
And after that day, I was like, look, no more credit. Credit cards got cut up.
Yeah.
If we didn't have the money in pocket to pay for it, then obviously we can't afford it.
Right.
And I mean, 20 years ago, that's whenever I did all that. After my second divorce, I went out and tried to build some credit.
Right.
And the the credit company I went to get a small loan took $3,000 just to try and build some credit. They said, "This is the first I've ever seen somebody with a 0 credit score," because I'd gone so long without it.
Yeah.
And, I've taken the last 10, 12 years building my credit back up, and I've actually got a decent credit score, but I don't carry credit.
Right. Right.
The only thing me and my wife owe for is her home.
That's a beautiful thing. And you've got equity in it.
Yes.
Right.
I mean, and honestly, I could write a check tomorrow and we can pay off her home.
Right. Right.
And the only reason we're carrying that debt is because it's 3% interest.
And I would tell you the same thing. No, don't pay that off.
Right.
Because you can take that money that you were going to put into that home and pay it off and put it into something to grow your retirement account.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I can gain more interest saving that money in a money market account than I'm paying on the note.
correct. It's insane to me. And that's a big thing that we talk to our clients about, because you don't want to step into retirement with debt.
No.
Now, but we have people with still have mortgages on their home, but they're like you, 2.5%, 3% interest rates. That's a beautiful thing, and you're getting the tax benefit.
Right.
So I love that. Don't carry debt. I mean, it's a big deal, and I hope some of the younger people that hear this take that in consideration, because keeping up with the Joneses is not always the best thing.
No, everybody used to laugh at me. I drove beater vehicles my entire life. My daughter says, "Dad's got a dent colored truck." I kid you not, I had an 80s model
Love it.
Dodge D100, and the whole side of it had been wrinkled up where it had been run down a ditch line.
Yeah.
I bought the truck for $800.
There you
It
go.
run and drove great.
Yeah.
It got me back and forth to work every day, no problem.
It's all you needed.
Right.
I love it. I love it.
You know?
And I love your story, Thomas, and I appreciate you too. I mean, like, I love being able to refer you out to clients and to my friends, because I know you're going to take care of them. So thanks for coming on the show today, bud.
Thank you for having me, Gary. Thank you.
If you are looking to get your garage doors replaced or fixed, or maybe you just want them serviced, Hollywood Doors is the place to go. So 423-645-7147. Again, 423-645-7147, or go to hollywooddoors.net, hollywooddoors.net. Hey guys, listen, I'm a huge fan of this guy, and I would love for you to take advantage of him and his team and his service at Hollywood Doors. If you have any questions for us on the show, give me a call, 423-710-9199. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. God bless. Take care. Hey guys, Gary Thurman, Scenic City Spotlight. Thank you for being part of this. If you're interested in coming and having this interview with me to promote your business, give me a call, 423-710-9199. I would love to have you and represent Chattanooga, Tennessee. Again, 423-710-9199.